Good evening everyone. I hope you really enjoyed my French Family Learning Challenge for today. I really enjoyed making paper planes and looking at all your videos and your posts about how you got on with the challenge. So for our bedtime story today, it's linked to our challenge. It's a book called Migration and it's all about different animals' migrations from place to place. So let's get started.
Animals on the move. Imagine being a baby swallow in autumn. Just a few weeks ago, you left your nest for the first time. Now, before you were even 2 months old, you have to fly thousands of kilometres all the way to Africa. And your challenge doesn't end there. Next spring, when you are old enough to make your own nest, you will have to fly all the way back to Europe again. In fact, every year for the rest of your life, you will make that same journey to and from Africa. Swallows are not the only long-distance travellers. Many different animals around the world make similar journeys, crossing mountains, deserts and oceans along the way. These journeys are called migrations, and they happen in many different ways. While birds fly through the air, elephants trek across the land, and turtles swim through the sea. Animals migrate because their environment changes with the seasons. They travel to new places where they can find food and have their baby safely. Along the way, they must survive harsh weather and hungry predators. It may sound exhausting, but if these travellers stayed put, they would not be able to survive. This book follows the migration journeys of 20 different animals around the world. Each has its own amazing story to tell. Flight of the Dragons. Imagine you're relaxing on a tropical island when a dragonfly lands on your flip-flop. You wiggle your toe and it flies off with a rustle of wings. But another one takes its place. It's as long as your middle finger, with see-through wings and a golden body. You look up. There are loads more in the air, darting and hovering, landing on chairs and tables. The globe skimmer dragonfly does indeed skim all over the globe. Every November, huge swarms appear on the Maldives, a chain of islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean. A few weeks later, they appear in the Seychelles Islands, further west. Then, in December, they appear on the coast of East Africa. For years, people wondered where these insects came from and how they got there. Scientists now know the globe skimmer dragonfly migrates all the way from India to East Africa. It hops from island to island in a southwesterly direction across the Indian Ocean, travelling at a height of over 1,000 metres. Tropical winds help blow it along. They also carry rain, so whenever the dragonflies reach land, there is fresh water in which to lay their eggs. The eggs hatch, and in just 6 weeks the larvae develop into young dragonflies that continue the journey. In spring, a new generation hatches in East Africa and migrates all the way back to India. In 1 year, over the course of 4 generations, this dragonfly has made a round trip of over 10,000 kilometres. This is the longest migration of any insect. Countless millions make the journey. Along the way, they provide vital food for falcons, bee-eaters and other birds that migrate alongside them. The globe skimmer dragonfly is the most widespread dragonfly in the world. Its migration from India to East Africa and back again over 4 generations is the longest of any insect. Humming over oceans. Try flapping your arms like a bird. Easy, you think? Now try doing it 50 times in 1 second. Impossible! But that's how a ruby-throated hummingbird flies. It flaps its wings so fast they make a humming sound, like an insect. This helps it to hover in mid-air, while it sips the sweet nectar from a flower with its long tongue. It can even fly backwards. Amazingly, this tiny bird, which weighs less than a sugar lump, can fly 800 kilometres across the ocean. Imagine how many flaps that must take. Every spring, it leaves its tropical winter home in Central America and flies to North America. And to arrive quickly, it takes the most direct route, straight across the wide blue Gulf of Mexico. Along the way, this tireless traveller may make a quick stop, perhaps perching for a while on a fishing boat or an oil rig. But there is no time to lose. It has to find the best place to build its tiny cup-shaped nest before another hummingbird gets there first. By April, most ruby-throated hummingbirds have reached their northern homes. They settle down to nest in woods, parks and gardens. Spring flowers provide plenty of nectar, giving them energy to raise their family. Parents also catch insects as extra food for their hungry growing chicks. By August, the chicks have left the nest and are busy buzzing about on their new fast flapping wings. They must learn quickly. In September, they will have to set off on the long journey south. So that's all I'm going to read for now, but there are lots of different pages and chapters about different animals that migrate around the world. So perhaps another night I might read another section from migration to you. Good night then, everyone. I hope to hear from you again soon. Bye.